Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We're back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, new figure pickups, episode number 35. I'm excited to get into this. We're going to jump right into it because we do have a lot of stuff here today. We had our Going Broke show over the weekend. We met Rikishi. We'll get to that in a few here. But I did buy out somebody else's stand. So a lot of new items going up on the MERCARI this week. And some of those made it into this video. A couple of things that I am keeping from my personal collection. As well as the items that I've purchased over the past week. So actually make sure we got everything in there. We do. I thought I was missing one. But over the past week or 2 weeks, everything that I've purchased, all the new stuff that we've got, the new figure pickups, obviously. And so we're going to go through this today, guys. We're going to start off episode 35 with a couple of quick ones, some of the stuff that I grabbed off of this buyout, a couple of items that I kept for myself. So without further ado, guys, we're going to jump right into this one. And let me tell you, this first item is a bit wacky. We've got none other than the Stretchy Wrestlers, and that is a Family Dollar, Dollar Store, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, whatever it is that you got around you. That is what this is. I think this is where these come from. I've never even think I've ever seen these before. Super generic, no names. I had a couple of these in this buyout, so I figured I'd throw one into the collection. And as you guys can see here, they are super stretchy, and they do have that like sand inside their body. It's like some weird like moon sand stuff there, or whatever they want to call it. And guys looking like a crossbreed between Finley and Kurt Angle. I don't know. Maybe they hooked up somewhere. Maybe that was a Love Shack baby. But the Stretchy Man himself is in the collection now. I don't even know what to call him, but I can tell you this. He probably will be somewhere tucked away. I don't think this will be much of a display piece. I don't think we'll be conversating over these the same way we do some of these other ones. But a cool thing nonetheless. It's different. It's an oddity. It's something, just weird. And something to add to the collection. As well as this next item being just the same. Never heard of these before, guys. WWE Ushis, and this is Brie Bella. And again, these are a vinyl figure. On the back, we've got the cross-sell of AJ Styles, The Rock, Brie Bella, John Cena, and we've also got a gold special edition John Cena, as you guys can see back there. But very cool, definitely different, you know what I mean? I do have a couple of pops. I don't really collect Funkos. I figured maybe add this to that collection, as well as I actually have an old vinyl aggression from WWE back in the day, a Series 1 Mankind that I don't even know when I got that. It might have been 2006, 2007, somewhere around that time frame. So I like to add little things. So very cool to get a little, something different. And it's Brie Bella. I don't really have much Brie Bella merchandise or, anything that's really collectible. I am looking to get their original first 2-pack back in my collection very soon. That is one that has gotten away from me multiple times, guys. I've had probably about 4 or 5 of those 2-packs. At one point, selling them off as we went, and eventually, sold off that final one, thinking, I'm going to get the elites. I'll get elite this, I'll get elite that. But some of those figures are actually really nice, even if they are on the older side of things, on the older scale of things with Mattel. Still very nice figures. So moving forward with some more weird and odd stuff, we've got The Rock in a Flextreme bendable figure, and this is made by Mattel. Kind of a weird one here. Like I said, just some weird and indifferent type stuff. And the whole series here, Series 1 on the back, the cross-sell, John Cena, The Rock, Finn Balor, and Roman Reigns. And I'm going to say, considering this was Series 1 or the only series, I don't think they made any more of these. So, but we had a bunch of The Rock, had to add The Rock to the collection. And like I said, a little different, something different to add to the collection, something to, just to, like I said, fill in the little blanks, fill in the little pieces, the little holes that we have in here. Up next, WWE Series 1 Beast Mode Uncage Me. This is a little set of figures that have like monsters in them. They're like figures that have like monster casing shells. Cool, different, it's a luck of the draw. You don't know what you're going to get until you open the box. But on the back here, it says, of course, you can collect them all, and they hope you do. They want you to spend that money. Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Becky Lynch, Triple H, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, and The Rock. Very surprised that we do not have Rey Mysterio or John Cena in this series. Very toyetic guys. I'm surprised that they did not put them in this set. But it is very cool. Like I said, on the back there, you've got the rest of the cross-sell and the guys that you can get there. Guys and girls as well. And, you know, just something different. Like I said, it's kind of what the theme is here at the beginning of this video. Very random, different things. And up next, we've got the WWE Hallmark Mystery Ornament. And this is, again, a very odd and indifferent piece. I got this in that buyout. It was the only one in there. So I decided to keep this for myself. On the packaging here, we've got the WWE Championship, Undertaker, Stone Cold, Rey Mysterio, Roman Reigns, John Cena, and The Rock. And of course, you can get all of those in this mystery ornament set. So as you guys can see there, hopefully in clarity, I don't know if we're focusing well or not, but it is definitely a very cool set. Very different, and you know, little, like I said, a little something you just kind of fill in the holes with, you fill in the cracks. So as we go through this, we will definitely do that after this video is all over. Up next, we've got this thing that they call Chibi in Motion. It is a ornament figure that does have some type of movement or motion on the back here. It does say The Rock can fight. Arms and legs swing back and forth. Be on the lookout for superstars that have different moves. So definitely cool, a little different. You can collect all 9, so you're looking at the 5 on your side right now. But on my side, we've got the 4, John Cena, The Rock, Macho Man, and Stone Cold. And then we go to the other side that we just showed you. We've got Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, The Undertaker, Bray Wyatt, and The Ultimate Warrior. So very cool, very different. Like I said, again, a very just odd piece. You know, something that you can kind of just say, hey, this was this random thing that I'll probably never buy again. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have that same thing. When you're collecting like this, you start to get to a point where little things like this are cool. But, you know, I definitely am not going to be going out and buying all 9. That's for sure. Up next, we have, I guess, what is kind of like the last oddity piece from what I bought off this guy on Sunday at the show. We've got none other than Bruno Sammartino, Legends of Professional Wrestling, of course, made by Figure Toy Company, and this is the bloody variant. Man, anytime I see that logo, Figure Toy Company, it always brings me back to the Wrestling Superstore. And as you guys already know, I am located here in Rhode Island. We are on the East Coast, and the Wrestling Superstore used to be located right in Cranston, Rhode Island. Man, do I miss it, and boy, do I wish it was still there. What a time to be alive, as they say, right? And man, I remember being a kid going in there, and wow, I just remember walking into that room, and every time walking in, how just amazing how this room was full, looking like, you know, how maybe kind of how my room looks now, but a store style presence, much smaller scale, you know, a little bit bigger than this, probably a couple of these rooms put together, maybe 4 of them or so, but a very cool place to go and check out. And boy, do I wish they were still local. But unfortunately, I believe they've moved their way down to Florida. They're still on the East Coast, but it's a bit of a drive for me now. Went from being, you know, about 20 minutes to about 20 hours. So I might have to pick and choose wisely on when I go to the Wrestling Superstore. But a very cool piece, Bruno Sammartino, and probably the only one from this set that I will put in the collection. Not something that I really care too much about, but these are cool. The back shows you the cross-sell of all the different series that they've had up to this point anyway. And again, like I said, guys, a cool figure, something that's definitely different. And we do have the original, first time in the line, Bruno Sammartino in the flashback of, I believe it's Elite 25 up there on the wall. Now we've got this in this bloody variant. We're looking forward to the next Elite Bruno that's coming out. So very excited for that. As most people are saying, it is a re-release, and I understand, but it is green trunks. The original one does have blue. So as I will say to anybody, unless a figure is going to be told to me, it is going to be identical and go from, you know, the way it used to be to pinless joints and everything is going to be exactly the same, maybe then I will say, yes, that is a re-release, and I agree. But when you change little pieces, it changes the figure. It's variations now. So is it a re-release? Is it not? Sound off in the comments. I've done a whole video on re-released figures. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they great? Are they the worst? Do they help you in your collection? Do they hurt you in your resale? I don't know. Sound off in the comments, guys. Maybe we'll do another video on that down the road. But up next, we've got John Cena, bend and bash, and in the last video, he bent and bashed right out of my hand, directly into the camera, and knocked us down, and that is why we are on take 2 of this new figure pickups, episode number 35, guys. And as always, the only place you can find that is right here on Matt's Wrestling Collectibles. If you haven't already, get over to the page or wait until this video is over so you can enjoy the rest of these new pickups. Then get over to the page, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video. It helps me out tremendously. You boost me up in the YouTube algorithm, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. But also, if you haven't already, head over to MERCARI because you know you're going to want to check out all that new stuff we're going to be posting all week long. And you can get me there at MWC 2008. So it's MWC as in Matt's Wrestling Collectibles 2008. Get on there, make sure you follow me, and check out all my new items. But John Cena Bend and Bash, I don't know what series this is. I don't know if it has multiple series. We've got The Rock, Roman Reigns, John Cena, and Rey Mysterio on the back in the cross cell, as you guys can see there. And just something cool, something different. I'm a very big, huge John Cena fan. Growing up, John Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, a lot of guys that were kind of on that cusp line of, the generations between the switch. I was fortunate enough to be able to see some of these guys come and go, and some of these guys that are still around today, Randy Orton being one of them, and I'm sure I could name off a lot of other names, but Randy Orton being one of the ones that comes to my head right away, and Orton being one of those longevity guys. I mean, God, he has been doing it for quite some time now, so very excited anytime we see Orton get in the ring. But John Cena, one of my absolute favorites, and maybe my favorite, who knows, but John Cena is definitely up there on that list, so it's always cool to add another piece of John Cena to the collection. Up next, guys, we got a little bit of story time. So at the show on Sunday, we did the Gone Broke collectible show. Matt's Wrestling Collectibles was there as always, and we were vending as always, as we always do. And Rikishi was the guy who was going to be there live and in person, signing autographs, taking pictures, shaking hands, kissing babies, the whole nine, right? And long story short, I had purchased 2 of the Rikishi Best of Elites, the greatest hits, I should say. Purchased 2 of them. I said, I'm going to bring them both. I'll get one signed for myself, and I'll sell one just as is. Well, as fate would have it, guys, I brought everything to the show that I had for sale, and I had left my Rikishi at home. So as the day went on, I wound up selling all of my Rikishi merchandise, including that other Elite Greatest Hits Rikishi. And you guys might say, hey, Matt, why did you just get that one signed and then sell the other one down the road? Well, the reason being was because the Rikishi that I had brought with me to sell, the box was a little banged up, so I didn't really want to get it autographed. So I wanted to really use it on the nice one, if I was going to keep it anyway. And I said, okay, let's do this. Let's figure something out. I'm running out of merchandise here. I'm down to my final Rikishi figure. What am I going to do? Am I going to go out there and get this signed? Am I going to stay here and take the chance at maybe selling it? What's the plan? What are we going to do here? So, to make a long story short, I take this figure and I go out to meet Rikishi. I hand this over to him, and the second that he sees this figure, he says, oh, okay, we got a story behind this figure. He starts to tell me. He has the shirt that he was originally wearing on this figure encased at his house with this figure with the shirt. He tells me that the night that he wore this shirt was the night that he initially cut the promo on The Rock. The first promo, I guess, that he ever cut on The Rock. I'm not sure if this was a house show or if this was live. He then proceeded to tell me that it was also the same night that he found out Yokozuna passed away. And rest in peace to Yokozuna, a great, great wrestler, an all-time great big guy, and somebody who has probably spread memories through tons of wrestling fans over the years and is continuing to live on through those memories all these years later. So again, a big rest in peace to Yokozuna. And as Rikishi is telling me about this, as he's telling me this story, and we are talking for a little bit and having a little conversation, which was very nice, he did say that it was cool because this was the only one of these figures that he had been given to sign all day long. So maybe it was fate. Maybe that's how things are supposed to happen, right? And how cool is that to get Rikishi's autograph on here and to get a cool and sad story all in one, but always great to talk to the guys and always great to be able to, have that one-on-one time and really kind of reach out to a different level of people, because that's all they are at the end of the day, guys. They entertain us. they are superstars, they are celebrities, they are warriors in their own right. But at the end of the day, they are people. They probably enjoy talking to you just as much as we enjoy talking to them. I'm sure it's the same way for most. They might not want to be caught first thing in the morning in the airport. They might not want to be caught at midnight when they're just trying to, switch flights or get onto a taxi or a train or whatever it may be. But they are just people at the end of the day, and it was very, very cool to meet Rikishi, to talk to Rikishi. And as much as I do want to keep this, guys, it is going to go up for sale on the MERCARI. Feel free to head over there and check it out. It will be up there soon. I really did want to keep it, but I don't know. I have a few of these figures as far as this styling, and I really like the Elites. I have the Elite. I already spent the money. When you're doing business stuff, you got to kind of make those conscientious decisions to do what you have to do. So this will be going up for sale on my MERCARI. Two things I can let you guys know right now. Number one, this was signed directly to me in person, not to me. It is not personalized, but to me in person. So it is 100% authentic. If you guys want to, you can JSA anywhere with this, certify it anywhere. It will come back 110% guaranteed, and I guarantee that. So very cool. It was exciting to meet him, like I said, a good time, and a cool story, something that I didn't expect to hear when I brought this out to him, and like I said, just a very down-to-earth guy. It was cool to meet him, so very excited for that, and, on the hunt for the next guy that we get to meet, the next superstar wrestler, the next talent that we get to meet somewhere, so hopefully sooner than later, maybe at the next Broke show. You never know. We'll have to find out, but Gone Broke, what a show it was. A lot of people, a great time, and I'm very excited to see what goes on come the next one. But up next, guys, we're going to start to move through this a little bit faster here. We've got none other than WWF SmackDown House of Pain Tori. And no, it's not Tori Wilson. It is just Tori. And I believe this Tori was the first Tori. I think this Tori came well before Tori Wilson. If I am correct. I could be wrong, but very cool here. As you can see in the photo down below, she is actually wearing a DX shirt. She does not have a D-Generation X shirt on, but it is green with the camo. So, to, I guess, represent maybe that DX style or that DX whatever. Tori being a part of D-Generation X, obviously, at one point. She also had her other things going on, between some other alliances, as well as I think she had a pretty good storyline with Kane at one point. But very cool, Tori. And she comes with a table, breakaway table. That's awesome. I can tell you what, back in the day, I would have been going nuts to find this figure, and it would have been just for the table. But today, in this new era, trying to collect one of every female superstar, as I've said before in other videos. And this was one more to add to the list. Very cool, very, like I said, very mint. This packaging is almost brand new, which is very tough to find. And you just don't see, stuff like this well kept for so long. But you go on the back here, we've got the House of Pain, the Rulers of the Ring, all the cross-sell, the Real Scan, the cutouts, the Tron Lives, the Real Sounds Arena. You guys can get a little check out on that back there. Hopefully that lighting is showing well. And like I said, guys, this is just very cool to add to the collection. Also, a huge throwback. Hits me right in my heart right here. KB Toys $7.99. Can you imagine paying $8 for what would have been a premium wrestler back in the day? And it came with a table. $8 with a table. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But as we all know, time goes on. Prices go up. And it's the way it goes, right? Up next, guys. Oh, who do I want to go with first? I think we're going to just do the pair. Let's do them both together. We've got none other than the Nasty Boys. We've got Nasty Boy Brian Knobbs, Nasty Boy Jerry Sags, and these guys are both coming out of the Elite line. I don't know, do they say, what do we got on here? Do we got an Elite? I think this is when they stopped doing the series number. Did they stop doing the series number on these? I think they did. I think this is somewhere around like the mid-40s. Or something like that, maybe like Elite 47, something like that. I'm not really sure, guys. I apologize for that. But the Elites, the only Nasty Boys that we've gotten from the